Hey guys, welcome to this live session by Face Prep. So this session, I'll be talking about something TCS has come up with, a new opportunities for students out there, a new opportunities for 2019 graduates out there, right? So TCS CBO. TCS CBO is a new thing which TCS is bringing about, and we're talking about the opportunities here. And this session, we'll be talking about all of it. So registration for this will start from 5th December onwards. So yesterday it has already started, but the date to note is 26th December. So you'll have to make sure that you would have registered by 26th of December if you want to apply for TCS CBO. Now, what is CBO? CBO is Cognitive Business Operations. This is what CBO stands for. We'll be talking about more in what CBO actually means, what work you'll be doing while working in CBO, all of it. So, but first we will be talking about the important dates that you'll have to keep in mind if you're seriously looking into TCS CBO, right? So hall ticket will be issued on the 2nd of January, right? You will have to take care of that. Hall ticket is issued on 2nd of January 2019. An exam date is on 6th January 2019. So very importantly, let us begin again. 5th December is when the registration has already started. 26th December is when the registration is going to end. 2nd January, the coming month, the next year, is when hall ticket is going to be issued. An exam is finally going to be held on 6th January, right? Joining of TCS would be held from 3rd week of May 2019. So joining, post all this process, the joining will be taking place on the 3rd week of May 2019, right? Now that we have looked into it, let us move on. The selection process and exam pattern. So the pattern for TCS Pan India Online Aptitude Assessment is here. You will be having questions from verbal aptitude, your reading comprehension, logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, and data interpretation. Total time duration for this test will be 15 minutes. The total questions from verbal ability is going to be 12. Questions from RC, the reading comprehension, are going to be 5. 11 questions from logical reasoning, 11 questions again from quantitative aptitude, and yet 11 questions again from data interpretation, right? This is what is going to happen. This is the pattern for the exam. This is where the questions, these are those opportunities, these are those topics from which questions are going to be asked from for TCS CBO applications that are happening, right? So there's a Pan India Online Assessment for 2019 graduates, which will be followed by a personal interview. So there's a PIE, which is scheduled right after the online assessment test for 2019 graduates. After the online aptitude test, once the online aptitude test is done, there will be an interview date which will be told to you, and the location for that interview will be communicated to the candidates individually, those candidates who have made it through the first round, right? So we know what the selection process is. There's going to be one Pan-India aptitude test that's going to happen. The aptitude test details, the pattern for that aptitude test is right there on your screen. Questions will be from VA, RC, logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, and data interpretation. Once that is done, you will be having a personal interview as well. The selected candidates will be invited for a personal interview. The date and location for which will be mailed to the candidates individually, will be sent to the candidates so that they can appear for the next process, which is your personal interview. Joining is going to happen in the 3rd week of May 2019. Very important date again. So up till now, we have seen what the important dates are, what is the pattern for the upcoming test. You'll be having questions from all of these sections right there on your screen. Important date, 26th December. You have to apply before that, and you know when the exam is going to be held as well, right? Let us move forward. Now, what is the eligibility criteria? What are those boxes which you would have to tick before applying for this process? Let's look into the qualification. So you have to be a full-time 2019 graduate, which means that your graduation should be a full-time course. It should not be a part-time course. Secondly, you should be graduating in 2019, right? Who are the eligible streams? Who are those streams? Students from which of those streams can apply for this program? So a student from BBA, BMS, BCom, BA, BBM, BCS, BAF, BBI, and BFM. If you belong to one of these courses, you are welcome to apply for this drive, right? What are the criteria? What are those selection criteria? What is the eligibility criteria rather? So you should be comfortable working in rotational night shifts. Those who have appeared for the TCS selection process in the past 6 months, very important. If you have appeared for the TCS selection process in the past 6 months, you're not eligible. It does not depend if you were selected or not selected. Even if you have appeared once in the TCS selection process in the past 6 months, you are not eligible for applying in this CBO. As far as backlog is concerned, you should not have any backlog, nor you should have any extended education in your 10th, your 12th, and your undergraduate course. That is your UG. What is the gap criteria? How much of gap can you have? So overall academic gaps throughout your academics, overall gaps should not be more than 2 years. It should not exceed 2 years. So now we have seen what the eligibility criteria is, what is the pattern of the paper, what are the important dates. Let us move on and see the key highlights of this online aptitude test. So you can apply from anywhere in the country. 2019 graduates, the details of those streams who are eligible to apply are right there in your screen: BBA, BMS, BCom, BA, BBM, BCS, PAF, BBI, BFM. If you belong to any one of these streams, you are eligible and welcome to apply, and you should be a 2019 graduate. And you should be from anywhere in the country. Pan India online assessment test is going to happen. All boundaries and limitations have been erased, and students can participate irrespective of any college accreditation. So it does not depend about on your college accreditation. All those boundaries are not there in place. You can apply all throughout the country. Wherever you are, you can apply for this drive. Now there's a prompt response as well. All those student queries, all those queries in your mind are going to be addressed by the TCS team. For all the queries, students can now contact directly TCS team on the number on your screen, which is 022-677-84070 from Monday to Saturday between 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Or you can also email to cbocampus.support@tcs.com. Now there's going to be a customized mock test just for this. So to help students be test ready, there is a customized TCS mock test, which is also created to help you understand the test and get into the test taking mode. Well, let us look at the frequently asked questions as far as the TCS CBO is concerned. What will be your role as a TCS CBO, right? Sorry, guys. So what will be your role as a TCS CBO? So you will be working with TCS global clients of different domains. So the domains with which you will be working are banking and insurance, financial services, so travel, tourism, hospitality, pre-sales, life sciences and healthcare, medical and information sciences, telecom, etc. So these are the clients, these are the domains from whose clients TCS's clients belong to, and you will be working with these global clients of TCS from these domains, right? Let us move on. What is the eligibility criteria? We have already spoken about the eligibility criteria. Only candidates with a gap of not more than 2 years in education. So only those candidates are eligible, which means candidates with a gap of more than 2 years in education are not eligible. You should be a full-time graduate. That is very important. Only full-time graduates are eligible for this. 15 years of regular education. That is what full-time graduate means. There should be no undergraduate or correspondence courses, right? Candidates should be comfortable working in rotational night shifts, right? What is TCS CBO? I've spoken a lot about all of this, but I want to throw a little more light about what TCS CBO actually is. So a pioneer in the information technology industry, TCS is Cognitive Business Operations. This is what CBO stands for. Cognitive Business Operations is the integration of business process services and the IT infrastructure, which helps enterprises reimagine business operations leveraging digital technologies, including cognitive technologies, automation, IoT, Internet of Things, cloud, while adopting agile practices. CBO provides an ideal launchpad for young minds to start a career growth path in artificial intelligence, cognitive, and digital technologies. So this is all about TCS CBO, what it is all about. So it is basically a marriage of the business process services and the IT infrastructure services, which helps the clients, the enterprises who work with TCS, reimagine their business operations, leveraging digital technologies, right? All of those very, very new technologies, these niche technologies, the world is moving towards these. This is what TCS CBO, as working with TCS CBO, you will be experiencing. Now, all the contact info are right there on the screen. We are towards the end of this session. The email address, you can contact any of these email addresses. Queries, careers@tcs.com. Any queries regarding IT, any queries regarding the TCS CBO, cbocampus.support@tcs.com is what you have to contact at. All your concerns and feedback can be directly headed towards head.talentacquisition@tcs.com. And the helpline number is already there on your screen, which is 022-677-84070. Very important, guys, while applying for TCS CBO, if you're considering to apply for TCS CBO and you are eligible, while applying, there is a form that you are required to fill. while filling up the form, there's a question which asks you where you got to know about this, and there you will be selecting YouTube, right? So that's pretty much from our end, guys. Thank you so much for joining us in the live session. Bye-bye. All the best for TCS CBO.